Hi there, everyone. My name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to another one of my album reviews. And today we are discussing the legendary Iron Maiden Number of the Beast. Often considered the greatest Iron Maiden album. I don't share that opinion, but that's because of personal preference. However, this album is a masterpiece for very good reasons. I mean, what, maybe one song, maybe two songs on this album kind of fall a little short? Maybe. Alright, so I'm going to mention that this is from the first time that Maiden started digitally remastering all their stuff. Back in the late 90s, 1998 is when this one was remastered. This does contain the multimedia selections of Run to the Hills and Number of the Beast, which is basically just a digital format of it. So you can watch it on your computer. Ooh, high-tech 90s technology. Love it. Crap by today's standards. Alright. So, I've covered a lot of these remasters, the ones that all have the Eddie face on the side building up on them. These remasters are great. Maiden has started remastering them all again. Iron Maiden, the masters of remastering their own merchandise. Now, let's just get into the tracks. The album opens up with Invaders. Now, Invaders does a great job of kicking this album off. Gets it fired up on all cylinders, gets you running full steam ahead. Yes. Okay. That's kind of where it ends for me. I don't mind Invaders, but it's not a song that I'm overly into. Now, the next one up is Children of the Damned. I do dig Children of the Damned. I've actually seen the movie that I believe, if I remember correctly, is supposed to be a song based off of a movie of the same name. I could be wrong. But, good tune. I really dig it. Singable. Gets you going, keeps going. It's a deep cut on the album. It is not a song that people are gonna go out of the way and go, yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, like they pull the Children of the Damned at a live show. People are gonna be like, wait, what? What? You know, for that reason. But no one's gonna be sitting. You know, you're not gonna see a whole crowd of people sitting there chanting, "Children of the Damned, Children of the Damned." You know, just not gonna happen. Then next up we get to The Prisoner. I am not a number. I am a free man. Once again, song after a show. I've never actually seen the show. I've seen clips here and there of The Prisoner. I believe that was the name of the show. I think, yeah. And I love the chorus. I'm not a number. I'm a free man. Now, one thing that's always good about Maiden is, you know, the wonderful telling the stories and whatnot in their songs, and that is great. The Prisoner having a notion of what it is already and how surreal of a show it was. And honestly, to this day, I am surprised with all the shows that are being rebooted how The Prisoner is not one of them, because I think it only got like 6 episodes or something like that. British TV's a little weird too that way sometimes. But yeah, it's one of those shows that, you know, had such a great concept and then, you know, just kind of like Britished out. After that, we get into 22 Acacia Avenue. This is part 2 of the Charlotte the Harlot series. So, first album, the Iron Maiden album, there's a song on there called Charlotte the Harlot, written by Dave Murray. Often joked about, it's one of the reasons why Dave Murray is not allowed to write songs. Then you get to 22 Acacia Avenue. Now, 22 Acacia Avenue, as much as people make fun of Charlotte the Harlot, 22 Acacia Avenue is actually a pretty good song. And it's really enjoyable, and I love the musical format to it, because it's kind of got, Maiden's known phenomenally for that gallop, and while that gallop's there, it's kind of like a stuttered gallop, sort of, like it just kind of, it's galloping, but it's stuttering at the same time it's galloping, and it's really cool and interesting that way. Then we get to the album's title track, the one, the only, the legendary Number of the Beast. It is amazing when I look at the times on the back of this. Okay, it says that Number of the Beast is only 3 minutes and 50 seconds, which means out of the first 5 songs on this album, the only song that is shorter than it is Invaders. But I would swear to God that Number of the Beast is longer than all of them. It just got this long, grandiose, epic-y vibe to it. And I mean, there's so many extras or little parts into it that are great. You gotta love that little intro at the beginning, the 666 intro, wonderful build up to the song. The whole song, there's a reason why they still play it live. There's a reason why it's still considered a classic. Wonderful tune. Next up is actually my favorite song on this album, Run to the Hills. And I love Run to the Hills for a multitude of reasons. First off, Run to the Hills completely acknowledges the genocide or attempted genocide of the native peoples of North America, or the First Tribes people, or whatever the hell term you want to use. And, we're talking, 1982, I believe, was the original release. So, long before woke bullshit, long before all this other crap, you've got a metal band releasing a single that is a very celebrated single of the plight of the natives. And it is still, to this day, one of their best songs, man. Live, ho, yeah. And it is nowhere near easy to sing that. Oh, no, man. I tried that once at karaoke, and I thought I was never going to sing again. Oh, man. You can't warm up for that shit. That is a range that you can either do or you cannot do. And if you cannot do, you should not try and do. Whoa, but one of the greatest screams in hard rock heavy metal. Woo. Also, coincidentally, that song clocks in at 3 minutes and 50 seconds. 2 best songs on the album, 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Or arguably, the two, anyways. Next up, we got Gangland. Gangland is interesting. It's not a bad tune. I don't mind it. It's one of those songs where definitely when the album is playing is okay. Otherwise, and I kind of feel the same way about Total Eclipse, which follows that up. And out of those, the 2 songs, honestly, to me, both are, they're Maiden songs, right? So, when you're talking about a weak Maiden song, it's still a quality song, right? And this album, it's hard to say that there is any non-good listening songs on here, because there isn't, So, every song on here you can listen to without a second thought. Just Gangland, Total Eclipse are kind of like Invaders for me, where they're there, they do the job, but alright, that's it. And then the album finishes off with the legendary Hallowed Be Thy Name. 7 minutes and 10 seconds, which is why it's not one of the singles. But it is a major one for the live shows. It is a huge fan song. It is a song that absolutely everybody loves, and it is a song that is loved so much within the metal community that Papa Roach tried to rip it off in Last Resort and play stupid that they had no clue what it was. Oh, we didn't know we did that. Bullshit. But if you're going to rip off a riff, it's a good riff to rip off. Every metal fan should honestly have this album. It's not my favorite Iron Maiden album. That belongs to Peace of Mind, which was the album that followed this up. But I can't go with not having this album, you know? Like, as I'm filling out my Maiden collection, because I don't have everything for me. I actually have most of Maiden. And what I am missing is like an album here, an album there. And I haven't picked them up because I've listened to them and they're just not high on my priority list. For example, the little Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. I personally don't own that one because there's songs on there that are okay, but like not really an album that I'm huge on. I will eventually get to a review for it. I haven't yet. Those are my thoughts. Those are my views. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your thoughts and views are. This is just, I'm keeping this one short because there's been so much said about this album. You know, like, I'm not going to add anything new or special to it. I just wanted to get out there and say what my thoughts on this album were. So let me know what your thoughts are. That's what the comment section is for. Drop me a line there. There's that like button, that subscribe button, the little bell for notifications. Feel free to click on all those, please. Link to Patreon. Peace, love, take care.